Okay, so I did my eyebrows off camera already before, and I'm just going to take this NYX black liner. It's like a liquid liner, and start to do a wing eye. I always or sometimes just do liner straight across my eye and then make a wing, or sometimes I start with the wing and gradually just make it thicker, and it's always to your liking. Like, I see makeup tutorials all the time with eyeliner, and I'm just like, well, fuck, how do I do that? But, you know, it's just to your liking. How do you think you look with the liner? So, one day I'll get perfect. So what I like to do is, like, I'll do my liner and I'll like turn to the side, make different angles, squint my eyes just to see if I have the shape that I want, because you don't want to have like too thin of a wing, and then when you put on your lashes and you look down and stuff, or in pictures or videos and stuff, and your wing liner, like, it can look crazy. It can really look crazy really fast. So you really have to look at it in different angles and try to make both eyes look exactly the same. And by the look on my face, this is a moment where I noticed that I liked the second eye that I did more than the first. So I'm just going to open up my Morphe palette and take the black eyeshadow and just set the liner so that it's more matte and not like glossy. And then I'm going to take the NYX White liner. It's not the waterproof one, because when I make mistakes, I don't like to use the waterproof one, because then it's harder to wipe off with a makeup wipe. So I'm just going to line the top of the wing. I'm not going to make it as thick as the liner, the black liner. I'm just going to line the top, and the good thing about this is that if you mess up, you can literally just go over it in the black liner and fix it. And it just makes the job so much easier, if you ask me. So right here, as you can see, I'm just going back in with the white liner and just making sure that it looks right when I close my eye. And as you can see, started dancing. we have a completed eye. Now I'm going to do the next eye, but just going to fast forward this part because it's pretty much the same. Okay, so right now I'm done. Well, just going back in and fixing anything that I do not like, making sure that when I close my eyes, I can see the black liner and I can see the white. I'm going to take the CoverGirl Lash Splash Volume Mascara and put mascara on my top lashes. And then off camera, I put on some lashes. They're from the Baddie collection. I'll put them in the description. Okay, in the style Spicy. They're 25 mm's. They're really cute. Now, so I just bought the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I'm going to put that all over my face. This is my first time using it. And I thought it was really good. It made my face hella smooth, like for real. So I'm just gonna put that all over my face. And I actually was smelling it because it has like this scent to it, but it's not that bad. I'm gonna put that on my face, rub that in on my forehead, on the side of my mouth. Just gonna rub it everywhere. And so for foundation, this is my first time using that foundation as well. And I'm gonna put the shade in the description. So my face is darker than my whole body. So I wear foundation to match my neck, sort of. Sort of match my neck, sort of match my face, like somewhere in between. So right now it just looks like completely orange, but when it dried, it matched perfectly into my skin. I use the Real Techniques Instapop face brush sometimes to blend my foundation in. Sometimes I use the smaller version of that brush, which is the Instapop cheek brush. I'm going to put all the brushes that I use in the description box. I just keep messing up words. So this coverage, this foundation, I believe is buildable. So here you'll see me adding more. I normally try not to add too much foundation the first time because I want a natural look. Like the whole full glam look is cute, but I like medium to full coverage. So here I'm just going back in, blending that into the skin. Also blending it into my neck so that everything matches. You do not want a foundation that stops at your chin, your jawline, and then, your neck is completely exposed as a different color. And make sure if you're wearing a scarf, you get, the matches, that whole forehead. So my foundation is blended, and I'm going to use the Juvias Place concealer. I'm in the number 9, and just highlight my face, clean up my liner so that I could blend it out. So when I'm done placing my concealer all over my face, I use the Morphe Continuous Mist Spray, and I spray it all over my face just to wet it. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques brush to blend the concealer in. I'm going to start using a smaller brush because I realized that sometimes it takes me longer to get like underneath my eye, longer than what I would like it to be to blend. So this brush, I'm not even sure what it's called. I think it's a contour brush. Maybe I should start using it to contour my face. So I'm just going to blend it in, make sure it's fully blended out. So here I'm just blending underneath my cheekbones, like using some of the concealer that's left over on the brush to make it lighter. And I'm going to take a small brush and just tap the concealer in on my nose. I don't like a hard contour on the nose because, I don't know, I like my nose as it is. And just going to go in and blend some more and make sure it's flawless. So after I'm done doing that, to make it a little brighter, I'm going to take the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade medium and just make 2 dots underneath my eyes. I let that sit while I place my contour, which I use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the color Rich Ebony. And I put this on my cheeks, the top of my forehead. No, not the top of my forehead. Okay. So I normally do put this on the top of my forehead, but I think because I was wearing a hat, I didn't want a lot of product on the top of my forehead. So I just use whatever that's left on the brush and put that on my forehead and my jawline. Wow. Look, I didn't even know I did this. So I don't know why I brought the contour down because I always blend up, but we can fix that with the leftover concealer on the brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of the contour shade and put it on the side of my nose with like this tapered flat brush. I got like a pack of these brushes from Amazon. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to take a flat e.l.f. brush and just pat that in, bring that up to my eyebrows, and just pat that in to blend it into the face. You see that? So now I'm going to take another brush and use that for the under eye. Wow. So I'm just going to keep blending that in under my eyes, make sure it's perfect. So I'm going to take my Laura Mercier. This is the translucent, but this is the one that's like darker. I use that to set under my eye my chin, I just lightly pat that in. I don't even let it, like, I pat that in. Everywhere I highlighted my face, the sides around my mouth because I have smile lines. And then I go in with the Benai banana powder, and I generously put this right on top of the previous powder that I put on. And I really pack that in. I love this banana powder. I really do. So I'm going to put this all over my face, and then I'm going to use this Black Radiance powder, and I'm going to use that to set the contour. I'm going to put it on my forehead because I didn't put any of the e.l.f. concealer on my forehead. So as you can see, that it made it darker as well. So it also set in my forehead and made it darker. I'm going to put this on my jawline. You know, sometimes I use the leftover product to blend the powder on my chin to like dust it off, so my chin isn't as bright as the rest of my face. I'm going to take a small brush and a small angle brush and use that to set the side of my nose, because we contoured the nose as well. So we're going to use this to set the side of our nose. And then we're going to take some powder and use it to set the concealer that we put in the middle of my nose, because, you know, we put shade there. So I'm going to take a little bit of powder on my sponge, and I'm going to use it to carve out my cheek. I used to like the harsh line look, but I don't like it as much anymore. So I don't make it like very harsh. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm not even about to lie to y'all. I do. So, you know, to give it that snatch. Okay, so now I'm gonna put some RCMA powder. It's like a no color powder. I use it for my under eye over the powder that I already have. Like, instead of mixing them, I just put it on top of it. And I really like this powder. I never really use it on my whole face. Maybe I'll do it in the next video or something, but it works really well on dark skin. Like, I refrain from using certain powders because I'm afraid that it's gonna leave like a white cast on my face, like the what's that powder, the Airspun, when, you know, everyone was like, oh, just use Airspun, da 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 da. You know, I tried it, went right to Walmart and bought it, and yeah, never use it again. So I'm just gonna line my waterline with a black pencil, and sometimes you have to breathe out your nose so that you don't tear up, like I always do. So I'm just gonna wipe off this powder that's on my face and start to put some glitter under my eye. I use the, I can't remember the brand, but it's the clear lash glue, and I just put it on a flat brush. But before I put it there, I'm gonna wipe off the powder on one eye, place the glue, let it dry a little bit, and then place the red chunky glitter. I forgot to mention that I put on mascara on my bottom lashes before I put the glue. which afterwards I realized that I should have put the glue first and then put the mascara, because as I was wiping the glitter away, the mascara wasn't dry yet, so won't do that again. So yeah, I'm just placing the glitter under my eye, carefully trying not to get it in my eye, because that happens a lot. Like, the little specks they just be going crazy, honestly. And I left a little bit of powder under my eye for the fallout, so when I'm wiping my face, like, it's getting most of the glitter. And here I'm going to take a spoolie and try to get some of the the glitter out of the mascara, because like I said, I should have just waited because the glitter started to stick to my bottom lashes. I think it's too much. I think it's too much. Because it should have been like very light. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to use, the Fenty Beauty. And I am going to take this big fluffy brush. We're going to see. So I'm just going to pat that. Oh. Oh. Okay. Hey, don't be acting like you don't know nobody. I'm gonna bronze the side of my motherfucking nose too. Listen, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? And then I'm gonna take my brush. Wipe off the underneath eye and get right here. So I know it may seem like I'm using like a lot of powder, but it's really not. Because we're also going to use this benign powder, like, just to give me some, like, Crazy. Crazy. I feel like this side needs like a little bit more bronzer. I think it needs more bronzer. Okay. And now, Juvias palettes, and we're gonna take the Jamata shade, and we're gonna take a real technique brush and dab it. I feel like I'm gonna take more of the Fenty. I'm just gonna go back in a little bit and with my face, just give some color back. Just bronze. Give myself a 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 boom. We're gonna take Fenty. This highlighter, my fave. I'm gonna take just a little bit and just I'm just gonna take the same brush and we're gonna blend that in. Because we don't want it too much. But we do want it a lot. Put some more on here and literally just dab it. I'm just going to take this brush, just because we will still set our face with shake up. see this face? One second, y'all. I forgot to get my fan because doing it with the arms, I mean with your hands, is just super ghetto. So now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and wipe the makeup off my lips, because you don't want to leave that up there, because when you put on lip gloss or something, like, it's just going to change the color. So I just wipe it off from my lips and my lip ring. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with the trophy wipe on like a small brush and put it in the inner corner of my eyes, my brow bone, on top of my eyebrows, and I also put on the side of my nose and anywhere like I feel as though it's a high point, because in certain pictures, like especially pictures at night in dark lighting, like it just highlights, it does what it's supposed to do. Then I go in with the How Many Carats by Fenty, and I put that all over my face, all over my neck. Like, this thing is amazing. I'm just mad that I got onto it super late. So I'm just going to line my lips with this dark brown pencil that I have, because I'm going to wear red lipstick. And as you can see, I had to get up from my chair because I could not find my Ruby Woo. But luckily I had this red lipstick that I got from the beauty supply store. It's like $1. I had bought it because I wanted to make me some red lashes, which I'm still going to try to do. And that was an epic fail. But yeah. So I'm just going to put the red lipstick on my lips, and that's that. So I did this whole look with ashy hands. Yes, I know. I had to watch this whole video over to see that. So I'm going to put on this red cute hat. That's why I wore the red lips. Pop of color. I'm going to fix the powder that's on my lashes with mascara. It happens to the best of us. And this is about to be my go-to look, the double liner, because it's just super cute and I just love how I look with it. I love wing liner and nice lashes. So here's the final look, and hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe to my channel, and also let me know what other videos you would like to see.